Hey, what is up, my peoples? It has been good, man. It's been a crazy weekend. We saw some liquidity happen, come in, some sell-offs, some news that correlate kind of with it. But really, truth is what are we leading to? The end of the month. And so, what's one of the things I always say at the end of the month? They always take profit. So that is actually what we're seeing here. Quick question for everybody out there. Let me know if you guys can hear my sound and see if everything is copacetic. Let me know if you can hear my sound. Can you see me? Can you see me? Just let me know what's going on. What's up, Fire Chicken? It's good to have you today. It's good to have you in the house. What's up, brother? Tom right now is a little disposed right now. He's having some things that he's taking care of. And so it is, you guys just get me. You just get the raw numbers here. He always kind of helps you guys out when it comes down to the system of trying to be funny and kind of breaking it down. So, but we're going to go just of what I'm expecting for the week, what I'm expecting for the end of the month here, and then kind of go over some of these charts. And we're going to go over some news here. The week is a big week. We're going to be having numbers come out on a lot of things. So we want to make sure that we kind of look at that, see what's going on. And additionally to that, we're going to go over some news right off the jump. But before we do that, as you all know, let's check it out what the B to the T to the C, as Tom says. Alrighty, let's go. Now, here we are right now. I've talked about these liquidity points here now for a while. I thought because we were sitting right there and the volume was so dead, I said we should see at least go up before we go down. Nope, that's not what it did. It literally said it gave up the ghost here on Saturday. Like, look, we closed on Friday below here, the 8 period moving average. Let's jump right here and what up, Kaching? Good. Kaching is in the house. If I was Tom, I'd be like Kaching with the little sound. We need to get something for Fire Chicken, like a I don't know. I mean, maybe Fire Chicken can create its own sound. So every time they come on here into Rumble, it's just gonna be like we would play their sounds. So it would be fun. Also, guys, do me a quick favor: hit that like, subscribe, and share button on an incognito browser, which would help us out immensely, letting the algorithm know, hey, we're cool, and like people like us. They really, really like us. Alrighty, thank you for that, guys. But let's check right in with BTC here real quick. So we gave up the ghost on Saturday here. You can see this was that nice little system here. This week we hit the weekly, as I say, that liquidity area right here. We came down to the liquidity area here on Monday, which was really interesting. Tapped it, pushed up, and then we consolidated down. So now we're going to be checking out where is the liquidity here, as Tom loves to say that I like to look at, which is true. I like looking at liquidity. It's very nice. I like liquidity. All right. So we have a liquidity area right here. We took out these here. Actually, let's check out those trades real quick to see how they would have fared here. Boom. So we got rid of the lower one or the upper one here because that actually played back here in that direction. We came here. You can see we came in, boom, popped above the 8 period moving average. We found support. Let's see if we would have been able to play that. There we go. Actually, good volume. Decent volume. We might have been able to play that. Boom. Got above. You see that right there. Our stop would have been right here. And let's see if it turns into a one. I don't think it's going to be a one-to-one here. Boom. Give me 1 second. Oh, don't you get shy on me. Lift up your voice. Ah, we did not get a one-to-one, so we would have been stopped out right here. Um, but either way, we saw it push up off of the liquidity area, push up. We could have, I mean, if you're playing this like hardcore, you could play right here where after the candle ends green, you could, but even then we still wouldn't have ended green. So I just wouldn't. Either way, that's a play that we would have got stopped out on. But either way, you can see it's still fairly worked. A lot of times people will sit there and, they'll take the profit if it looks like they're going to go stopped out. I know Tom is quick with that. Now let me get out of this trade before it goes against me. But like I said, these wins typically more often than not. But there you go. That was a stop out. But either way, we saw the sell off here and we saw it come down. Now, one of the things you can always kind of guarantee if on that type of move we see it kind of fall through or fall through, that typically means that they took out the buyers there that would have stepped in. And if it doesn't continue, which majority of the time it continues, right? We see it kind of push up and then comes back down, puts a higher low in and pushes back up, right? But a lot of times if it doesn't, right, and we start to see it put in lower lows, it typically it's eating up that demand there, and then they want to bring it down to that lower point here. So yeah, check it out. Make sure you paying attention there. We got 4 people watching us over on uh, Rumble. I'm gonna hit the share button here for myself. Here we go. Actually, and then I'm gonna post it on my Facebook page. So forgive me, guys. I'm gonna put a little low here, and we'll finish off BTC here just a second. Come hang out. I'm gonna say, hey, come and hang out and check what BTC is going to do this week. Much love to you all. Boom. Okay, so let's check out what BTC is now going, what we're planning on to see what it's going to do for the week. Right here, you can see that we have a couple liquidity areas, one being right down at these lower levels here. I've talked about that 111, 110 area. And this is the part I want to say. I am expecting it to go up just simply because we don't really have much of a weekly supply wick. So we're seeing a sell off here. And you can see here, if you look at that supply wick, it's a itty bitty 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 baby supply wick, right? And so sometimes it will come down to an area of demand and then we'll see it climb back up, right? And so that's what I'm looking for. And guess what? Lo and behold, we hit the 20 period moving average where there is demand here sitting here. So it's the demand wick. And additionally, too, I think it might even go a little bit lower simply because we have some liquidity. We have a lot of liquidity down right here at this level here. So we're going to set this little pretty purple like liquidity area right here, as you can see. So I'm expecting it to come down into this level and then kind of find support and then push back up. Now let's check out what our monthly is doing at these levels. All right, so we're right here. Boom, we're right there. Our monthly 8 period moving average is seeing right. It's starting to weaken a little here. So I'm expecting if it does, if we see this thing climb down to that 100,000 liquidity area, then this would be a good area potentially to be picking up some more BTC. Like I've said to you guys, I really wanted to see it come down to that 100,000, 95,000 real quick, right? So you kind of sell off. I can pick up some more BTC and then see it continue up. But ultimately, what we're looking for is it to go down and then to go up, right? Because we're in a bull run. And in bull runs, you always play more to the upside than to the downside. Reason why? Because the market's going up. You can see here, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. We had a month up, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, right? 1 month went down, and then this month we're going to see it green. So we're going to find out. Now, one of the things that we did talk about is we didn't really put a big enough demand wick here, right? Or down at these levels. I thought we were going to come down lower. We were talking about that at the beginning of the month. So, like I said, that's why I'm saying it might come down, hit these liquidity, and then over the next few days, as it sells off, take all that liquidity and then turn it back up, and then push it. Because what's behind liquidity areas? Those are sell stops. If the market is going up, okay, that means I'm buying as it's moving up, and I'm putting my stop, which is a sell stop, below. So that means that when price comes back down and taps those sell stops basically get triggered as a sell. And if I'm a buyer and I'm a big bank, I want to buy up that liquidity there. I want to absorb that liquidity there. And then I'm able to put in my position even more.